Yeah. Now, so we discuss our exam question. Okay. And it's saying during the period due for the economy contractions, now we got two investors are affected. Okay. Now look at the A. You see, and it say the value of the house belonging to investor A. They will say false. Now false means what? It's a decrease. Means for the decrease. Now is it decreased by 10%? Question say right? 10% per annum. Now decreased by total how many years? 2 years. So that each year the percentage is calculated on the value at the start of the year. Okay, and if the value of the house is given is a 240,000 at the start of the period, so we calculate the value of the house after the 2 years. Okay, now we get the house value. Now before we doing these questions, we should know, now we are calculating for house value or others. If we say house, then always remember, house we are using the compound interest. Even now question are not mentioned using simple or using compound, right? So we must using the compound. Reason? Because a house can increase the value in the future. Okay, so that's the idea. Now we try and see. Right, so you see this is a question 1. Okay, question 1. Now the A, we need to get the future value, the house value decrease. So the future compound interest is a future value equal to the present value, and we're using 1. Now be careful, cannot plus, should be the minus, power by n. Is it okay? Now the present value says started the house value given question is a 240,000, right? And we multiply with 1, deduct by 10% decrease for each year. So class, check the answer. This one is a 2 years. So the answer we are getting for 194,400. So that is the present value for the A. It's okay? Yeah, now we move on to the second part. And the second part is say investor A is interested to know the effect on the 240,000 house of a reduction in the value of 10% that each year for 20 years. So they say using the compound interest of formula, calculate the value of the house after the 20 years. Now after the 20 years, actually it's the same thing in the house. We are still using this one, no issue. I mean the same formula. Okay, so B are equal to future, present, and 1 deduct R power n, right? So the present value now is a 240,000. Bracket deduct 0.1. But now you want to know after the 20 years if continue decrease by 10% per annum. So we check and see the answer. If I'm not wrong, so we're getting for 29178 errors. Okay, around the figure. Yeah, now continues. See, they say the value of the unit trust purchases by the investor B. Okay, and now they will say decrease from 32 per unit become 26 per unit. Now, and the period is during for 1.5 years. And they say calculate the reduction in the value based on the percentage per annum and using the simple interest. Okay, simple interest. Now, class, which answer? Now, how to work out the answer for the C? C, 1, right? C1. And the question say you want to get a simple interest for decrease. Now, can I know what's the loss we are making? Now, loss means we are using the purchase price minus our selling price. Now, and the question say we are buying for 32, okay? But we sold for 26. Assume lah. Okay. So we say 32 deduct 26. So the total loss will be 6 ringgit. You agree, no? But once you get the loss, it's not yet answer. Okay. How to get the answer? Say percentage decrease per annum. How to get it? Now I know that 1.5 year total are decreased by 6 ringgit, but 1 year decreased by how much? I should over by 1.5 years. I want to get average loss. Now once you get the average loss and you divide it by purchasing price. So what's the purchasing price? 32. So times 100%. So we are getting gross 0.125, or you can say 12.5% per annum. Okay, that is the idea now. Okay, for the C1. Is it okay for you? Yeah. Now look at the next one, number 2. Number 2, they say calculate the reduction in value, still decrease the value based on the percentage per annum. But now he want to use compound interest method. Okay, you want to use compound interest method. So plus we work out the answers. Now I say compound interest always are using the one formulas. Only one. Which one? I would say future value equal to present value 1 plus R power n. It's only one, no more. So now class you tell me, now the value, is it decrease or increase? I know that the future value is 26. Our present value is 32. But now the formula says 1 plus R, right? I can using 1 plus R because now the value are decreasing. So I have to use a 1 negative R and power by 1.5 years. You understand what I say? Because the price decreasing. So 26 over 32 equal to 1 minus R power 1.5. So we check the answers. We are getting for 0.8125 equal to 1 minus R power by 1.5. So 1 minus R equal to, now we use a power. Power we move will become what? Square root. You agree? Square root. So we square root for 0.8125, and don't forget the small n is a 1.5. Okay. So 1 minus R equal to, answer should be 0.8747. So R equal to 1 deduct 0.8707. The answer is, we are getting for 12.93% per annum. Okay. Now how I know the answer is it true or wrong? We can check that one. How we check that? We using the same formula, future equal to present 1 deduct R power n. So now the present value question say is a 32, but just now we get the rate 12.93%. So now I apply for 12.93%, and the N is 1.5 years, right? So 32 deduct 0.1293 and be powered by 1.5. Now class, check and see. You see we're getting 26. Yes, right? So you say 26 means? Yes, the answer is correct. Okay. Now class, next one. Next one we are doing for the stock exchange. Actually, this topic is not easier. You can say not difficult also. Okay, it's a common sense. You do the ABC, all is a common sense. If you don't know common sense, it's difficult to do it already. Now, look at the Chow. Chow, they bought 35,000 units for the unit trust, and then he sold them later for 17.5 each. And the total amount received being will be 9,001. Now be careful, they say the keyword. 9,001 are more than she bought them for. So once you buy the unit trust, after your disposals, you can get more than the purchase amount. Amount is 9,100. And they say calculate the original amount the Chow pay per unit. Now be careful. Now the question not given the cost of investment. Now don't worry. It's a question that say once I dispose, how much I can get it? Yes, right? So I will using the disposal method to calculate the cost per unit. How? So I say question 2. A. Now I will using the profit to work out the cost of investment. So cost of investment, okay, cost. Now, so now the question say is the 35,000, right? Is it the selling price 17.5 the same? Yes, right? So I will using 35,000 units we bought times 17.5. Now this one is the disposal price. Disposal price is higher than the purchase price. That's why we are making the profit. So how to work out the cost of investment? We should reduce our profit earned. How much the profit we earn? 9,100, what they say? So we minus 9,001. So 35,000 multiplied with 17.5, deduct 9,100. Now we are getting for 603,400. Now 603,400 is under cost of investment. Haven't get the purchasing price per unit. So how to get the cost per unit? Now we're using the cost of investment what we pay out, but we purchase for how many units are they saying? 35,000 units, right? So we over the total units what we purchase. Now we check and see. Yes, we can get 17.24 per unit. So that's the answer already. You can see not common sense. I say not necessarily we follow the formula. Formula just tell you how to get the answer. But let's say question ask another way round. So we cannot use the same formula to work out, right? Okay? When we say based on the common sense, this idea. Now look at the second B, they ask what? And then B they say Chow also purchase units in unit trust. And the offer price will be 120 per unit, and so the units after the 5 years we get back 135. So this one is purchase, this one is selling. Okay. Now express the increase in price of the units. He want to get percentage increase and simple interest. Are you ready? Here, how to get the percentage increase? Before that, can we know how much increase in unit trust? Okay. Now I will using our selling price minus our purchase price. Yes or no? Now how much they say we can sell to the units institutions? Now we can solve for 135, right? So 135 is our selling price. Yes or no? Okay. Now 135 selling price, 120 is what? 120 is our purchase price. So we are getting 15 per unit. Yes or no? But now you want to get increased percentage right per annum. I know total increase amount is 15. But 15 for how many years are they say? See the questions. Total increase for 5 years. You see the 5 years? So class, I will say 15 over 5 first. So we can get each year how much we are increasing. Right? And class, we divided by our cost price. Is it our cost price 120 we pay for? Yes, right? So we over 120 and we multiply with 100%. So how much we get the answer? If I'm not wrong, we are getting for 0.025 or 2.5%. That's the answer. Yeah. Now move on to C. And they say Chow also purchased 80,000, 2.25%. Be careful. We must exchange become the percentage. I mean decimal price. So we get back every year 2.25 the dividend from the preference shares. And they say nominal value 1 shares will be 225 per shares. And the cost price we're paying for 1 share is 23.53. Now they're asking for total cost of the shares. How to work out the total cost? You see, total cost means how much we're paying by buying the share. You buy 1, you're paying 1. You buy 1,000, you pay 1,000, right? It's a fair, right? Okay. So we see 1 total cost of shares. So I say we are using the number of shares and we multiply with how much we are purchased for the 1 share. So now we acquire for how many shares for the preference? 80,000. Yes or no? And how much we pay for 1 share? Purchasing price 23.53 per shares. That's all it. Just multiply it. And how much we're getting? 188 to 400 answers. 188 to 400. Okay, now move on. They say calculate the dividend received for the each year. How to get dividends? I say all the dividend, all the interest always based on the nominal value. So we are using the nominal value and multiply with percentage. Be careful. Now they are asking for the 1 year. Okay, no ask for the period. Now let's say period can be the 3 years, 4 years or 5 years, right? So here the formula you should include the small n. Right now no need, okay, because you want to get the per year, right? How to get the nominal value? Now I think question got mentioned, right? Nominal value per shares. Is it question say 25? They say yes, right? Now of course. So I know that 25 is per unit for par value shares. How many shares we acquired? 80,000 shares. Now 1 shares we are paying for how much dividends per annum? Just like we say, we change become the decimal place, right? Is it 0.0225? We call it for 2.25%, right? Because 1 over 4. Now we check and see the answers. Now, is it cross? We can get 45k dividends. Yes, right. Now, continues. Dongyi. And they say we also bought the government stock. The 100 always be 1. And this 100 we call it for the nominal value. Always remember it's a nominal value. Always a nominal value. Right? And they say the government stock can be bought for 92. And the interest paid for the half yearly, no issue. And bank investor 207,000 in the stock and helping for 3.5 years. So we need to find the nominal value. Now this one a bit difficult sound. Now how to get the nominal value of course? Normally you buy the stock, right? Okay, the bank investor for 207. You want to get the nominal value, so we follow the formula. Now this one shows the difference. It's a stock debenture, right? So it says nominal value. We are using the cost of investment divided by purchase price per stock. Yes or no? So how much we pay for the total investment? 207,000, right class? Now what's the one stock we pay? Is it question say 92? Yes. So we over 92. And class we check and see. And don't forget we should add back multiply with the 100 ringgit for the par value per stock. Is it we get 225,000? Answer 225 is answer. Okay, now class continue. Last one is saying, and the total interest received over this period. Now they say over the period means what? We look at the number of years you are invested. Now just now we got highlight, they say they will invest for the 3.5 years, right? Okay, so I say all the interest, all the dividend, we are based on the nominal value, right? So this one is interest, not dividend. But the formula is a cent. We are using nominal value multiplied with percent and the number of year. Okay, so the just now we get the nominal value is a 225,000. And 1 year we can get back from the government pay me 2% per annum. They say, is it 2% here? Yes. So we multiply with 2%. And how many years are we invested? 3.5 years, right? So it's a 3.5 years. Now we check the answer 225. Now, if I'm not wrong, we are getting for 15,750. Okay. So this part, finish reading.